Hello, students. How are you all? Hope you are safe at home. Student, today we will going to learn GK unit number 25 and our topic is special names. So now let's learn about our topic, which is the special names. So, number first, Egypt. So, Egypt, the gift of the Nile. Egypt, the gift of the Nile. So, here we can see a photograph of Nile River. So, it's uh, paper mats, sandals, rope, basket, and boats, and fish, and waterfall, and transportations, and animals. So, the water fertile soil and protected setting of the Nile Valley allowed a great and civilization to arise in Egypt around 3200 before Christ. So it's a big idea geography. Geography big idea is the water fertile soil and protected setting of the Nile Valley and allowed a great civilization to arise in Egypt around 3200 before Christ. So, Egypt's geography. So, children's, here we see Egypt, map of Egypt. So, Egypt geography, it's developed along 750 miles of the Nile River and two regions and southern region called Upper Egypt and location is upriver from the Nile's flow, and Lower Egypt is located in northern Egypt downriver. So it's two regions. Southern region is called Upper Egypt. Its location is upper river from the Nile's flow, and Lower Egypt is located in northern Egypt downriver. So, childrens, you all are understand about Egypt. So, the Egypt is special name is the gift of the Nile. So, now let's learn another slide, and it's the city of the dreaming spires. So it's called Oxford. So welcome to Oxford city. So Oxford is the city of dreaming sprites, is famous the world over for its university and place in history. So here we can see a photograph of Oxford University. So it's called a city of dreaming spires, is a famous world over for its university and place in history. So, children's Oxford is the city of dreaming spires, is the famous the world over for its university and place in history. For over 800 years, it has been a home to royalty and scholars, and since the 19th century an established town, although people are known to have lived in the area for thousands of years. So, children, here we see a photograph of Oxford University. So, Oxford is the city of dreaming spires and it's famous the world over for its university and place in history. So, for over 800 years, it has been a home to royalty and scholars, and since the 19th century, an established town. Although people are known to have lived in the area for thousands of years. So, childrens, you all are understand about this slide. So, now we are going to learn a next slide, and it's the land of the golden fleece. So, the land of golden fleece is called Australia. Australia is the land of the golden fleece. So, when Athens learned of Joseph's success, he planned to kill him and the Argonauts. So, Medal found out the saved Jason by letting him steal the freeze and escape. On the way back to Greasy, Medal accompanied the Argonauts and killed her brother to help escape. So, the city of Golden Fleece is called Australia. Okay, now next slide. But why is called white elephant gift exchange? So the land of a white elephant is called Thailand. Thailand is the land of a white animal. But why is called a white animal land? So it goes back to ancient times in the Thailand and other Asian countries. If a Thai king become a distinct and with one of his subordinates, he would give him a white elephant, and the gift would it in most cases ruin the recipient because of the cost to upkeep the elephant. But why would the subordinate escape the king's gift? Because white elephants were regarded as a holy. So the land of white elephant is called Thailand because in ancient time, Thailand and other Asian countries, if a Thai king become a dissatisfied with one of his subordinate, he would give him a white elephant, and the gift would in most cases ruin the recipient because of the cost to upkeep the elephant. But why would the subordinate escape the king's gift? Because white elephant were regarded as holy. So, children, here we see a photograph of white elephant. So, children, now we are going to learn a next slide, and is in the far east the birth of a white elephant was regarded as a sign that the kingdom would prosper. So, in fact, the Thailand is known as the land of white elephant. So, children, here also we see a white elephant. So, uh, this ancient things is regarded as a sign that a kingdom would prosper, and that's why Thailand is called a land of a white elephant. Okay, now next, here we see the land of cakes. So Scotland is the land of cakes. Scotland is known as the land of cakes. It is famous for its uh, autumnal cakes. So, in the Scotland, parts of Wales and north of England. So, a thin, hard backed brittle species of oaten bread and hence the name land of cake. So, applied to Scotland or the Scottish lowland. So, here we see a photograph or a map of Scotland. So Scotland is a famous or a the land of cakes is a Scotland. So now next a land of five rivers. So Punjab is a land of five rivers. So here we see uh, Chenab River is the major river of Jammu and Kashmir and India and the Punjab of Pakistan. The water of Chenab are allotted to Pakistan under terms of the Indus water treaty. The total length is of a river is 597 miles, 96 kilometers. So, Punjab is called land of five rivers, and Punjab is a state in northwest India, and five rivers are Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Shetluj, and Banas. So these rivers are passing through Punjab, and that's why it's called uh, a land of five rivers. So Chenab River is the major river of Jammu and Kashmir and India and the Punjab of Pakistan. And the water of Chenab are allotted to Pakistan under terms of Indus water treaty, and the total length of the river is 597 miles, 960 kilometers. Okay, now next. Here we see a photograph of windmills. So the land of windmills is Netherlands. So Netherlands is called a land of windmills. So windmills of the Netherlands and the King magic of Kingrage. So here we see a uh, Kingrage is one of the picturesque part of the Netherlands, and the Netherlands is also known as Holland and is probably best known throughout the rest of the world for its windmills. So windmills is World Heritage, and it has 19 windmills but built around 1740, and you can visit one of them. However, these structures are much more than quaint and architectural eye capture and processing wind into energy. Windmills have been used for centuries for everything from milling grains to pumping water and also related and countryside and windmills tour Amstrand. So, the land of windmills is called the land of windmill is called the Netherlands. Netherlands is the land of windmills. So now next, Norway. So Norway is the land of the midnight sun. Midnight sun is called Norway. So mostly cold climate of Norway lies north of the Arctic Circle. It's called the land of the midnight sun because the sun never sets in the midsummer months and in the midwinter months. So the sun never rises. Mostly cold climates of Norway, and it's called land of the midnight sun because the sun never set in the midsummer month, and in midwinter months the sun never rises, and that's why it's called the land of midnight sun. So now next, Holy Land. So uh, Palestine is a called Holy Land. So in 1917, World War was nearing an end. The Ottoman Empire was in its last days. The British Empire was about to gain control over the land known as a Palestine. So the Holy Land is called a Palestine. So people who have now next, the land of pagodas. So it's a Myanmar. So the land of pagodas is called a Myanmar. So people who have heard of Myanmar known it as the land of the pagodas or a golden land. Almost 19% of Myanmar's population practices Buddhism, and major religion with some 300 million followers worldwide. And thanks to uh, predominance of Buddhism, the tourist will find himself choosing between thousands of temple and shrines. So the Myanmar is called a land of pagodas. So children, you all are understand about this slide. Now next, the roof of a world. The roof of world is the pyramids. The pyramids is the roof of world. The mountain range lies to west of the Pamir, north the runs towards the Elbrus mountain in Iran, and there are two intermountain clusters enclosed by the Sulmain and Indus range. So, the roof of the world is called a pyramid. So, children, you all are understand about this slide. Okay, now next, and it's uh, the Emerald Isle. So, it's called Ireland. So Ireland is emerged Islay. So Iceland of Ireland is made up of two countries. The Iceland of Ireland is made up of two countries, and the Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland. Uh, until 1920, there was only one century called until 1920 there was only one country called Ireland, and today, Northern Ireland is a part of the United Kingdom and is called the Emerald Island because it is so green. So here we see a photograph of Republic Ireland and Northern Ireland, UK. Why it's called emerald island? Because it is so green. So the island of Ireland is made up two countries, and the Republic of Ireland is Northern Ireland. Until 1920 there was only one country is called Ireland, and today Northern Ireland is a part of United Kingdom and called a emerald isle because it is so green. So, childrens, in today's lecture, we learn about a different special name. So, we see firstly the special name about the gift of the Nile. So, the gift of Nile is called Egypt. So Egypt is a irrigations and also a peppermints, sandals, rope, basket, and bowls famous in this product. And also we see here it's called the gift of the Nile. Why it's called a gift of Nile? Because the water fertile soil and the protected setting of the Nile Valley allowed a great civilization to arise in Egypt around 3200 before Christ. And we here we see a Nile River in two regions, South Aryan regions. It's called Upper Egypt, and Lower Egypt is located in northern Egypt. So, Upper Egypt and Lower Egypt is a two region in Egypt. So, the gift of Nile is called Egypt. Then we learn about a city of dreaming spires. So, Oxford is called a city of dreaming spire. So, Oxford city is called a dreaming spire. It's a famous the world over for its university and place in a history. So that's why it's famous. And also for over 800 years, it has been a home to royalty and scholars. And since the 19th century, an established town, although people are known to have lived in area for thousands of years. And then so the city of dreaming spires is called Oxford. Then the land of golden fleece is Australia. Australia is the land of golden fleece. Then land of white elephants. So Thailand is a land of a white elephant because the ancient time Thailand and other Asian countries is Thai king become a dissatisfied with one of his subordinate, and he would give him a white elephant, and the gift would in most cases ruin the recipient because of the cost to upkeep the elephant. But uh, because the white elephants were regarded as a holy. So the land of white elephant is Thailand. Then the land of a cake. So the land of cake is a Scotland. Scotland is the land of a cake. And a thin, hard-backed, brittle species of bread, and its name is hence the name of land of the cake. Then Punjab. So the Punjab is called a land of five river, and these all rivers is north. Punjab is the state in northwest of India, and And these five rivers is Banas, Jhelum, Chenab, and Ravi and Satluj. So these rivers are passing through Punjab, and that's why it's called a land of five rivers. Then the land of windmills, it's called a Netherland. So Netherland is a Netherlands is called a land of windmills, and it is in UNESCO list World Heritage, and it has 19 windmills built around 1740, and you can visit one of them. So these structure are much more than quaint and architectural and eye capture. So the land of a windmill is called Netherland. Then the land of midnight sun is a Norway. Norway is a land of midnight because sun never sets in the midsummer month, and midwinter month the sun never rises. That's why it's called a, a midnight sun. Then the Holy Land. So Palestine is a holy land. Is called a holy land, and the land of pagodas. So the Myanmar is called a land of pagodas or a golden land. Because Myanmar population is mostly follow a Buddhism religion. Then land the roof of world. So the pyramids is the roof of world. And then next and last, the embroidered isle. So the Ireland is called embroidered isle because it is so green. And until 1920, there was only one country is called Ireland, but today Northern Ireland is a part of a United Kingdom and called Emerald Isle because it is so green. So, childrens, you all enjoy. Hope you all learn and enjoy this lecture. So, students, I will see you next time. And also, students, don't forget to wash your hand regularly, eat healthy food, stay home, and stay safe. Thank you, students.